Histology of male reproductive system. The system consists of a pair of testes, genital ducts including epididymis, ductus deferens, and ejaculatory duct, and accessory sex glands like seminal vesicle, prostate, and bulbourethral glands. We'll begin with testis. About its structure, it is covered by a closed serous sac known as tunica vaginalis, deep to which there is a dense fibrous covering known as tunica albuginea, which forms the mediastinum testis in the posterior part. From the mediastinum testis, numerous septae arise and divide the substance of testis into 200 to 300 cone-shaped lobules. Each lobule is covered by tunica vasculosa, and each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly convoluted seminiferous tubules which lose their convolutions on reaching the apex of the lobule, and they form tubuli recti or straight tubules which enter the mediastinum testis to form a branching network known as rete testis. From the upper end of rete testis, 12 to 20 efferent ductules arise which forms the head of epididymis. The efferent ductules unite to form the canal or duct of epididymis, which gets coiled upon itself and forms the body and tail of epididymis, and the tail continues as the ductus deferens. This is an HND stained section of testis under low power. We can see the dense fibrous covering of tunica albuginea, which is composed of densely packed collagen fibers and few elastic fibers. Beneath the tunica albuginea, there is the substance of the testis containing numerous seminiferous tubules of various sizes and shapes closely packed to each other, and in between the tubules there is loose connective tissue containing blood vessels, lymphatics, and interstitial cells of Leydig. This is a magnified view showing the seminiferous tubules and the connective tissue in between. Now we'll see the structure of each seminiferous tubule. Its outer wall is a layer of fibrous tissue which also contains muscle-like cells known as myoid cells which have contractile property. Their contraction helps in the movement of the spermatozoa. Inner to the fibrous wall, there are several layers of cells which rest on a basal lamina. These cells are of two types. The germ cells or the spermatogenic cells, they represent stages of formation of spermatozoa from the primordial germ cells. The other cells are known as sustentacular cells or Sertoli cells. A brief revision of spermatogenesis. The spermatogonia are formed by mitosis from the primordial germ cells. Spermatogonia are of three types: type A dark, type A pale, and type B. Each primordial germ cell, they divide by successive mitosis to form dark A spermatogonia, pale A spermatogonia, and type B spermatogonia, which further undergoes around 4 generations of mitosis, and they form primary spermatocyte by mitosis. The primary spermatocyte undergoes first meiotic division to form secondary spermatocyte, and this undergoes second meiotic division to form spermatids. The spermatids undergo spermiogenesis to form spermatozoa. Now we'll see each cell type. The successive generations of the spermatogenic cells are found to be arranged from the basement membrane to the lumen. The spermatogonia are found near the basal lamina. They are cubical or polyhedral cells with round nuclei, and inner to it there are the primary spermatocytes, which are the largest among these. They have large round nuclei, and inner to it successively there are secondary spermatocytes and spermatids, which are smaller cells with small round nuclei, and inner to it there are mature spermatozoa. The Sertoli cells are tall, slender polyhedral cells extending from the basement membrane to the lumen of the seminiferous tubule. Their nuclei, they lie near the base and are irregular and light stained with prominent nucleolus. Inner to the basement membrane, the lateral surfaces of the adjacent Sertoli cells are bound by tight junctions that forms a blood-testis barrier, and it divides the wall into two compartments. The deep abluminal compartment or basal compartment contains spermatogonia, and superficial abluminal compartment contains other cells. The Sertoli cells are less prominent than germ cells in the adults. Functions of Sertoli cells. They provide physical support and nutrition to germ cells. They remove metabolic waste products from the germ cells, hence they are also known as nurse cells. The residual bodies which are shed off from the spermatids during spermiogenesis are phagocytosed by the Sertoli cells. They secrete a fluid which helps in the movement of spermatozoa. It forms blood testis barrier, and they produce hormones like Mullerian inhibitory substance in the fetus and androgen binding protein and inhibin in the adults. The interstitial cells of Leydig. They are large, eosinophilic polyhedral cells with eccentric nuclei and light staining cytoplasm having a foamy appearance due to washing out of lipids. The cytoplasm contains yellow granules which are enzyme containing vacuoles. They have abundant agranular endoplasmic reticulum, lipofuscin pigment, and rod-shaped crystalloids known as Ring's crystalloids. They secrete testosterone under the influence of interstitial cell stimulating hormone of hypophysis cerebri. This is how we see the section of testis in our practicals. This is a rete testis which is lined by flat or cuboidal cells with microvilli. These are efferent ductules lined by ciliated columnar cells resting on a thin lamina propria, and there are circular smooth muscles surrounding the epithelium. Moving on to epididymis, it is a crescent-shaped structure seen posterolateral to the testis. The head is formed by convolutions of efferent ductules, so they are lined by ciliated columnar cells, and the body and the tail is formed by duct of epididymis, which is lined by pseudostratified columnar epithelium. This is a microscopic view of the epididymis showing sections of the coiled ducts and connective tissue in between. Each duct is lined by pseudostratified columnar epithelium composed of two types of cells. The tall columnar cells or the principal cells have long non-motile stereocilia, and there are short basal cells which act as precursors of the principal cells. And surrounding the epithelium there is circularly arranged smooth muscle layer, and within the lumen of the duct there are clumps of spermatozoa. This is the section of epididymis that we see in our practicals. Moving on to ductus deferens or vas deferens. It is a thick-walled muscular tube extending from the epididymis to the ejaculatory duct. It has a terminal dilated part known as ampulla. Its wall has three layers. Innermost is the mucosa, and outer to it there is the muscular coat, and outer to it there is adventitia. The mucosa shows longitudinal foldings due to which the lumen appears star-shaped or stellate. The epithelium is simple columnar proximally and a pseudostratified columnar distally. The lining cells are tall columnar cells with stereocilia and short basal cells which act as germinal cells. And the epithelium rests on thin layer of lamina propria with many elastic fibers. The muscular layer is thick. In the proximal part of the vas deferens, it consists of three layers, that is, inner longitudinal, middle circular, and outer longitudinal. And distally, it consists of only inner circular and outer longitudinal. The inner longitudinal layer may be absent. And the muscular layer is surrounded by a fibroelastic connective tissue that forms the adventitia, and the adventitia contains blood vessels and nerves. About the clinical aspects, tumors of testis can arise from germ cells, stroma, or it can be combined. Next is immotile cilia syndrome or Cartagener's syndrome, which is associated with immotile sperms and male infertility. This is how you draw the testis section. Show the outer covering of tunica, albuginea, and vasculosa. Show cut sections of seminiferous tubules. Show connective tissue with interstitial cells of Leydig in between. And in the high pivot view, you can show clearly the types of cells. This is the picture of epididymis. Show sections of coiled ducts of various shapes lined by pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Draw smooth muscle fibers surrounding it, and in the lumen show clumps of spermatozoa. This is ductus deferens. Draw stellate lumen mucosa lined by pseudostratified columnar epithelium. Draw the lamina propria, inner and outer longitudinal muscle layer and middle circular muscle layer and surrounding adventitia. Thank you for your patient listening.